and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could get bad and it could, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing. And
what's up, guys? Hey, right now we finna react to the Young Thug case. Right now, supposedly Young Thug just got freed. So right now we finna just react and see what his charges looking like, what he got released on, and like just what he got to deal with so far as going on to his release. So right now we just finna react to him and see what they talking about right now. Y'all make sure y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe. We finna get into it.
To talk about the latest with this Young Thug trial. Again, this has been a very, very long case that we've been anxious to see what the outcome is. We now know that Young Thug is going to be released.
Yes, he did plead guilty to drug and gun charges today, and he pleaded no contest to the two main charges against him, which were leading criminal gang activity and then also racketeering conspiracy, which is basically organized crime.
Okay.
And he was very near a plea.
So she said basically Thug just pleaded guilty to his charges. So when he pleaded, so they gave him a plea. So he pleaded guilty to his stuff and for his charges, and they gave him a plea. So we finna see what that's about right now. But yeah, we finna see. All right.
Deal with prosecutors in which they would have recommended to the judge that he be released from jail onto 15 years probation, which pretty much, especially in this case, has been all but guaranteeing the judge will adopt that. But what was really suspenseful today was that the plea negotiations fell apart. There was a stalemate over the exact conditions of his probation. They didn't end up agreeing on anything, so he ended up entering a non-negotiated plea where he just pleaded guilty to some charges, the drug and gun charges, and then no contest to, like I said, the leading gang activity and the racketeering charge. He did plead guilty to just gang activity, but it's the leading gang activity he didn't want to admit. And then they took a gamble. Prosecutors actually recommended 25 years in prison, but the judge did ask them about, well, what were the plea deal negotiations and what were you willing to give them? And they had been willing to allow him to leave jail that day on probation. So the judge noted that when she imposed her sentence and sentenced him today to probation, to leave jail today, or perhaps later tonight once he goes through the booking process, be on probation for 15 years. But there is a big catch, and it's if he violates his probation, he could go to prison for 20 years. It's gonna be
okay. So y'all heard said. All right, so they said he got released, but he's released on. They gave him 15 years on probation. So I don't know how it is where y'all from, but I'm from Atlanta, and I've been back and forth counties. I've been counties in Georgia, I've been counties in Atlanta. So look, what I'm gonna tell you, counties in Georgia, they love gonna give you probation. They love to give people probation, but to keep you attached to their system. It's really a lose kind of. It's fucking you up because probation. It'll fuck you up because you gotta be clean, but and certain shit you can't do. A lot of certain shit you can't do, but like but fucking 15 years. The 15 years he got, the 15, he gotta do good on that 15, y'all. Like he cannot mess up on that 15. Cause what they saying, they say 40 years to serve, 5 years in prison. So he got 40 years. But so if he fuck up on his 15 years on probation, damn, he gonna have to go to prison and do them 5 years in prison. And they might add more time, no telling what happened, but shit. Hey, we finna get back into it though, but that probation, motherfucker.
Like it says there, it's kind of a term they use in the Georgia state criminal justice system. And of course the judge went through a long list of requirements that he has in addition to that, and it's going to be a big question of whether he can comply with the terms of his probation, and the idea that if he doesn't, he's going to get a break. I think the judge made pretty clear that she's really hoping he complies with everything, because he's taking a big risk if he doesn't. So it's going to be a big question of what is his life going to be like now that he's outside, look, but under all.
I heard another thing. So I'm gonna put some clips inside the video. So I'm gonna put the clip in the video. His judge, not his judge, but his lawyer told him that he can beat the case. His lawyer just told him like, sit 3 more months inside the jail, and we can have a lot of this stuff, some of this stuff sorted out. So Doug told his lawyer like he ain't want to serve, he ain't want no sit the other 3 months because he got family and stuff. He trying to get back to the crib, which understandably, like he not trying to sit in for them extra 3 months. I don't know why. Hey, shit. I guess my boy just wanted to be home, so shit. But it's kind of gonna fuck him at the end, bro. Cause look, bro, it's 15 years probation, bro. You gotta do good on 15 years, twin. You can't slip or you can't mess up, twin. So, bro, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy, bro.
Requirements, including one that really restricts his movements in Atlanta. He can go there for work if a family member has a medical emergency, that kind of thing. But he is really not allowed to go to Atlanta. His lawyer had even suggested that he not go to Cleveland Avenue, which is the impoverished area where this alleged gang, the gang that prosecutors had really built this case around, was based. So really a big day in the case. There are still 2 other co-defendants left who right now, if they don't end up pleading to anything, will continue trial on Monday. But there are plea negotiations with them that are still ongoing.
And Megan, I want to ask you again, we just had that tweet up from Complex that talked about one of the biggest questions in this case once Thug is going to become home. People are asking, of course, we know that Gunna, the other artist who was initially included in this investigation, who got out earlier after taking his own plea deal. The question was, were the 2 of them going to be able to continue to collaborate? I mean, obviously, they're on the same.
So right now she asking this since because Gunna's on this case too, so Gunna released. So now she asking like, is Young Thug and Gunna gonna be able to like collab? Is they gonna be able to be right by each other because they was both on the same case, bro? And just like I know Thug can't be around none of his, he can't be around none of his guys. He can't be around none of those drugs. He can't go back to his old ways. Basically, he can't go back to his old ways, bro. So he got more smart. So right now she asking shit if he can chill with if he can still collab with Gunna and they can still, you feel me?
Record label. What was the outcome in that sense? Is he going to be able to talk to Gunna and as well, of course, his biological brother Umfung, who he also does make music with as well?
You know, there are a lot of requirements here that I'm still going over. This thing just ended a little bit ago, and there's just so much to go over, and I'm writing my own article. So that is something I'm going to be including in my article at Legal Affairs and Trials.
I mean, can you chill with Gunna? Well, she really not answering the question, but shit, she answered the question, so shit, I guess he probably could. Shit, he probably could go hang around Gunna, do whatever, but shit, we finna
.com that I'm going to be sending out to my Substack mailing list. So there's a lot of details over here.
Absolutely. And when you're talking again about this case and some of the things that he said in court, Young Thug did make a statement. I want to pull it up here on our screen so you can see exactly what he did say in court. He says, quote, "I take full responsibility for my charges through these last 2.5 years of my life. You are truly the best thing that's happened to me." So again, it seems like at a time Young Thug wasn't sure if he was going to be coming home because of just how complicated this case got. In fact, there have been several judges as well who have been seated in this. Is this something that's common to see in such a convoluted case where it's changing almost daily? We were getting updates about new judges, things were happening with key witnesses. When you're talking about YSL Woody, again, it just gets very, very complicated.
Yeah, Judge Whittaker is the second judge on the case. The judge before that was on the case the entire time, Judge Glanville, and he seemed to have some real trial management problems just in terms of how he was able to wrangle this already way too big case. That was what I already always observed as somebody who's watched a lot of trials with this, that this just seemed like way too big of a case. And prosecutors had a bunch of stuff in there, a bunch of overt acts, a bunch of charges, a bunch of witnesses that they just simply didn't need to prove a case. And I think the plea deals show that it was a little more complicated than they're just completely innocent of all charges and they're falsely accused. Although Brian Steele made it clear that he he believes that today. He also admitted that there is a factual basis for some of this stuff. So I think the whole case is an interesting example of Atlanta trying to deal with crime in the community and the politics and how messy county judicial politics can be with the DA's office, because this is really all on the Fulton County District Attorney's office. But when you look at what they were prosecuting, I mean, one of these murders, the murder of Donovan Thomas, happened in 2015. It's been unsolved ever since. There's been people charged, there's been rumors about who did it, but nobody has ever been convicted in that murder. And I think that's a fundamental problem that society, when society formed, the reason we have a criminal justice system is to deal with things like murder, not prosecutorial misconduct. It's like, which came first, you know? And in this case just got so engulfed in all of that, you know, people really started to lose track of that. But I think the plea deal today, and especially the fact that Young Thug is going to be on probation for 15 years, and if he doesn't comply with it, he faces some pretty serious consequences here. I think it kind of...
Judge decided to release Young Thug from jail. He could serve prison time if he violates his sentence time. Like I said, them 15 years while you're on probation, if he violated anyway, bro, he gonna have to go back and do that time, bro. But sitting in front of them judges, bro, that shit, bro, I'm telling you, bro, that shit not it, but I'm telling y'all stay out of trouble, bro. Y'all keep y'all mind focused and straight, bro, because with these celebrities y'all going on, bro, don't idolize these dudes, bro. But y'all can listen to music without idolizing. But it's kind of like the system I ain't gonna say the system kind of set them up in a way, but I know where I'm from in Georgia, like they'll throw probation on you easy, like they just try to keep you attached to their system type shit. But if he mess up, bro, then shit, he fucked, bro, literally, bro, like shit. Oh, you finna watch it?
It shows how complicated it is, and the idea that this would ever be declared a mistrial with prejudice and the charges would just go away. I'm not sure that would have happened, but I think Brian Steele, his lawyer, wishes this could have gone to verdict, because he thinks that the trial was going well for him, and that he could have gotten a not guilty verdict. He made that clear, but he also said that, you know, he's not the one sitting in jail eating processed food out of a bag. It's Young Thug who wanted the chance to get home. And just as somebody who covers a lot of sentencing this, I was surprised. I thought it was a big risk for him to do that when prosecutors are recommending 25 years. But the fact that prosecutors were willing to just let him go earlier that day if he had agreed to certain requirements in his probation, I've got to look into what exactly that was, I think shows that the 25 years, like the judge says, didn't really mean much. You know, there was just so much going on.
Everybody, bro. Even his girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist, she happy too, look. Everybody happy about my boy Thug coming back, and it's great, bro. It's great.
That's good.
It certainly was, and it's again captured so many of us for the 2 years that it has been ongoing. So it does seem like it's coming to an end. And Megan, before I let you go, I just have to ask you a little bit more about these RICO charges. Obviously, these became really popular when you're trying to group a big group of people together. It dates back to the mob in New York. So to see someone, again, not beat the charge because he pleaded no contest, but he is going to be able to get out of jail without serving a significant portion of time. Do you think that that's an interesting part of this case, that, again, he'll be coming home without serving numerous years, as though many people predict at one point?
Yes, I think that definitely the ending just keeps with the unusualness of the case and just how interesting it was in terms of a community trying to deal with crime, and then the messy politics of a county district attorney's office and how those two kind of overlap.
Certainly is something that we have been keeping up with. Again, Megan Cunha, the legal affairs journalist here, helping us break down the latest verdict that we did have in this Young Thug trial. Megan, thank you so much for your time.
Anything that you want to say?
Yes, ma'am. I take full responsibility for my crimes or my charges. I want to say sorry to my family, my mom. My mom got 11 kids. I can't say all their names, you know. Managers, my kids that's not here.
That boy
really
Thug like
everybody
he
that got
got some
some
weight in that
situation. I want to say
motherfucker.
sorry for just like, you know, having so much time invested into this, you know. I am a smart guy. I am a good guy, and I really got a good heart. You know, I find myself in a lot of stuff because I was just nice or cool, you know, and I understand that you can't be that way when you reach a certain height because it could end bad, and it don't really have to have nothing to do with you, but it could end bad and it could, you know, fall on you. And I know the choice is yours, it's up to you, and I hope that you allow me to go home today and just trust in me to just do the right thing and never see you again unless it's at a bar in the future or something. Just out of this type of situation, I promise you I won't ever be in this type of situation again. I'm going away. I've learned from my mistakes, you know, come from nothing, and I made something and I didn't take full advantage of it. I'm sorry. These last 2.5 years of my life, you are really, truly, honestly, the best thing that has happened to me because you made everything fair for me and everybody involved on both sides, you know. Sorry to the sheriff, you know, everybody for just having to put extra time in. I know y'all got paid more money,
man,
but
I'm
sorry
man.
for y'all having to put
Man,
this extra time in to be away from y'all.
Hey, and his
You know,
girlfriend
I just
happy you
hope
coming
that
home too. His girl happy she coming home.
it had in your heart to allow me to
That boy finna get back to
go
his
home
girl, back to his
and
fam. Facts.
be with my
You gotta
family
stay from all that
just
negative shit.
do better as a person. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I am. I know the heights I've reached. I know the impact I got on people, period, in the community. You know, all people. I learned that late, like these past 2 or 3 years of my life. I kind of learned that late, and maybe it was because I was, you know, probably on drugs or anything. I don't know, but I have came to my senses. I understand what I mean to this world, but I am a good guy. You know, I don't mind doing stuff like, you know, like free shows, and I always did that. You know, I did free shows and gave it to single parents, millions of dollars. You know, I made $1.8 million on a free show, and I gave it all to single parent charity. And I did like 2 or 3 shows that made like $700,000 a piece, and I gave it to breast cancer organization. Like, you know, I do things. Like, I put millions of dollars back into my community for real. I really did.
Real one, shout out
more than
Thug,
anybody
man.
ever did from
Shout
my
out my
side.
boy Slum.
You know, but I understand rap lyrics. I understand how it can be twisted. I understand what it can do to the mind of people. I understand all that, and I promise you, I'm 100% changing that. You know, it's just I'm older, I'm grown now. You know, and it's just like I'm smarter. It's more things to rap about. Like I've experienced a lot of good things. I experienced more bad things, but I experienced a lot of good things too. And anyway, I can go.
Well, I appreciate it, and I appreciate that you do realize how much of an impact you have on people. I mean, it's past your neighborhood. It's worldwide, especially young people, and having come up from where you came up from,
Tell me, I seen
and
in front of these
living
judges ain't no joke, y'all.
in and around
Hey man, y'all pick out a
that.
lane, burn state.
You know
Y'all don't let nobody
that
persuade
gangs
y'all to some other
are
shit, bro.
damaging to our community, and it may be that a whole lot of rap music and the rap industry is, I mean, honestly, it sounds like a
That's what's up, though, man. Hey, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. My boy
and
Thug,
living in and around that, you know, that
Mess with this video, make sure y'all drop a like, comment, subscribe, man. We got it. Yeah.